Okay, so if you clicked on this video, then I'm guessing that you need to hear this. Your emotions are real. Let's just sit in that for a second. Your emotions are real. Did that bring up any feelings for you? I'm guessing that you might be someone where maybe you logic your way out of your emotions, or maybe you tell yourself that it's not reasonable to feel that way, or maybe someone has told you that. But I'm here to tell you that whatever you're feeling is very, very real. And I want to tell you a little story. When I was in school a couple years ago, I had this time where I was studying abroad and I was having a little bit of difficulties in difficult situations where I was feeling a lot of emotions, a lot of difficult emotions. And I remember I was talking to this one friend, and he was telling me that whenever he was having a difficult emotion where, he was having conflict with someone, he would make puppets with his hands and he would talk the situation out. One person has this hand and him as the other hand, right? And he would talk out, and he'll talk out their side, and then he'll talk out his side, and then at the end he came to the conclusion that he shouldn't feel that way. And at that time, I wasn't really sure what to do with that, because I feel like it totally made sense to me why he would say that, why he would say that, his feelings, even though, and the other side of that person, that he was having an argument with, conflict with, why that person is totally reasonable and that he shouldn't feel that way. It makes sense, but I realized that part that I was missing then was that, yes, their side is totally reasonable. Their side is totally valid, but my emotions are also very real, and my emotions are valid. So when your body feels a feeling, it can't tell the difference between if that feeling is real versus if it's not real. A good example of this is when you're watching a movie and for me, probably a horror movie, this is the most often, you'll feel like this sense of anxiety and being scared, and that's a sign that it's a good movie because you're very immersed in it and your body is feeling all of these feelings, even though you logically know it's not real. Like, there's nothing that's happening that's scary to you, but it's happening to the characters, but your body is still feeling these feelings. And so your body is not able to tell the difference between stimulation versus what is actually happening, and which is you sitting safe in a movie theater, right? So So what's going on is when your body feels emotion, it registers that as real. And you may try to deny it, saying that's not real, but your body is saying like this is very real. So when you ignore that emotion, it's harmful to you. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, where were we? So your body can't tell the difference between what's really happening and what is a simulation. So once you have an emotion in your body, it registers that as real, you know? So you can't tell your body that is fake and that's not what's really going on, because it doesn't understand that. It doesn't get that. And to your body, your emotion is the most real thing. So you can't deny that from your body. So I think what a lot of people can struggle with is that the emotional part of your brain and the logical part of your brain are on different sides of your brain. So when you're feeling a lot of emotion, it can be really hard to explain it. It can be really hard to logically speak it out. But that doesn't mean that you're being unreasonable, or it doesn't mean that it's not, it's not there. It just can be very, very difficult to speak it out, because when your emotions are going up and you're really invested in feeling those emotions, that logical side of your brain that is responsible of articulating, that side is going down. Yeah. So don't let anyone tell you that how you're feeling is unreasonable and that it's not real and that you're blowing things out of proportion. Those emotions that you're having are very real. And remember that both can be true. They can have a really reasonable reason for what's going on. But at the same time, your reaction and your emotions are very real and valid as well. And to your body, there's nothing more real than your emotions. And so please take care of yourself, take care of your emotions, and take care of your body. And I hope to see you next time. See you later.